And we are certainly underway with our Anarchy television title matchup, and both competitors certainly eyeing up each other right now, and you know it's going to be a big one because both have certainly held gold before, and you know Bo Newsom currently holds the gold in the form of the Anarchy Television Championship. And man, look at right now, obviously Billy Buck trying to get under the skin of the champion, and the champion trying to take a little bit of a powder right now.
Well, that's the thing. This match is going to be two contrasting styles. While Billy Buck knows he only has 10 minutes to win the television championship, so he's going to do this match at the fastest pace possible to get the victory in under 10 minutes. Bro Newsom's going to take all the time in the world. You may have noticed senior referee Brent Wiley's out here keeping track of the time, so Bro Newsom knows where he's at.
Yeah, I saw he took your didn't you have a clock or something, and he came out and took it?
I've been kind of the unofficial timekeeper here at Anarchy for the last year now, and before we made the introductions for this television championship match, Brent Wiley took my stopwatch from me and said, I'll be keeping time on this match.
Well, I noticed you gave it up pretty quickly. Hopefully if it involves your car keys, you won't be quite so
no, I'm
going
to hold on to that. I can live without a stopwatch.
Well, that's true, but yeah, it is a little unusual, but I guess he is the senior official. He's going to make sure he keeps it right down the middle, at least that's what he claims anyway. And we've got a lot of action on the outside here. This is not how Billy Buck wants to have the match continue, because obviously he's not going to be able to win the television championship if they both get counted out. And D. Byers really allowing a lot to happen right now, using his discretion. Obviously, we're at the beginning of this contest. No fan here in Cornelia, and of course everyone watching at home wants to see this matchup end this quickly. We want to see some type of victory and see who the better man is.
Well, you know, the elite and our general manager, Jerry Palmer, have certainly made some rulings that have been very favorable to the champions in the elite stable. The television championship only up for grabs in the first 10 minutes of a match. The Young Lions championship only to be defended under submission rules. All of these matches favoring the champion.
And don't forget about Sombrero Fridays, which now I apparently have to wear. Apparently, though, you know, one thing's for sure, Billy Buck's not only got to contend with the current television champion, but he's also got to deal with Miss Rachael, who's on the outside here. Of course, some might call her the lackey of Jerry Palmer. Some call her the administrative assistant. Whatever she may be, she's definitely dangerous when she's eyeing all the talent on the outside here. And then, of course, you've got the senior official who's made some unique calls, shall I say, over the past couple months here in Anarchy.
Also,
with that
a few reluctant calls.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, as you touched on earlier, both of these men do have a really unique style. You know, a lot of times Bo Newsom wants to really put away the match quick. And actually, speaking of styles, you know, we've seen Bo Newsom a lot of times using the small package maneuver, and that's one thing that Billy Buck did just right there. And wouldn't that be kind of insult to injury to win the TV championship with a move that Bo Newsom's kind of perfected over the years?
You know, that would be adding insult to injury. Bad enough to lose your championship, but to a move that you've perfected.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, Billy Buck, the amazing thing about that is, you know, we've seen a lot of times he can take a beating, but the beauty of the Buck Wild is that super kick that he can get out of anywhere, basically, and you just never know where he's going to be able to hit you with it. If he's pretty much on his feet, he can land it right there, and you know the champion's got to be realizing this at the moment, and he's got to try to stay away from it as best he can. Of course, though, as you see, kind of works on the back, goes on the leg as well, too, because if you can ground the offense of the challenger, there's not really much that he's going to be able to do to put away the champion.
Well, I notice that Bro Newsom keeps looking up at Brent Wiley, getting those time cues to figure out how much longer he has to last. Now, the thing is, he doesn't have to go 10 minutes with Billy Buck. He can finish this match at 9:58 if he wanted to.
Well, this matchup certainly favors the champion because he can run the clock out, basically, and really the challenger's got to work himself to really trying to get a victory here, whereas the champion can almost coast a little bit and play more in defense. Wait a second, one more time, goes in for the small package, but still only able to get a 2 count. And every single time Billy Buck's almost able to put away the champion, you know, kudos to Bro Newsom because he's able to follow it up with a massive offensive maneuver there.
I think I heard Miss Rachael tell Bro Newsom he's got about 6 minutes left.
Yeah, she's certainly been standing awfully close to our timekeeper / senior official. I don't know what she's been talking to him. Maybe they're trying to work out a date later on. I don't know who's going to pay, but I wouldn't put anything past her to try and use any opportunity to get a fair advantage.
It'll probably be you and me paying. I've been noticing a little extra being taken out of my paycheck here.
I've noticed that as well, too. I'm getting paid more in change lately than I have been in actually crisp ones. And now we've got Bro Newsom again trying to follow up. If I were him, you know, which he's already tried to do earlier, he's tried to run that clock out by getting Billy Buck on the outside. But I guess he feels like he's in the driver's seat because I think Billy Buck has spent more time on the mat than he has actually standing and being able to lay in any offense. I just saw our senior official checking down that time again. And this is certainly a great way for Bro Newsom to be able to really wind that clock down by using a maneuver like this, put Billy Buck to sleep, and then it's pretty much over, and he can go hit the showers. But that's one thing that Bro Newsom didn't really count on, of course, is the fans here getting behind Billy Buck. That's certainly one way to keep him awake and revive him, and that was 2. If the hand drops one more time, that's it. But wait a second, here he comes. He's getting back into this, and that's exactly not boding very well for Bro Newsom. Billy Buck back up on his feet as well. One more time, Bro Newsom with that clubbing blow across the back. And he's spending too much time. Wait a second, another roll up. 1, 2. Oh, man.
That check of the time could have cost him. As Miss Rachael says, now we're about 4 minutes left in the time limit of this match.
Well, that's what's so great about our sport. You can almost get a victory at any time. It just takes 3 seconds. And we keep seeing this flash of brilliance from Billy Buck and getting those pinning opportunities. But the problem, again, is every single time he takes Bro Newsom off guard, Bro Newsom follows it up with a massive offensive maneuver, and Billy Buck has no other choice but to pretty much fight his way out of it as he continues to lay on the mat there.
Even though Bro Newsom has the advantage, Miss Rachael and Brent Wiley seem rather nervous out on the field, keeping an eye on the time. In fact, I'm pretty sure I saw Brent Wiley drop the stopwatch at least once.
Yeah, well, I don't know now. I think he spent half the time looking at the watch and half the time at Miss Rachael.
Oh, we've all been accused of that a time or two.
Well, especially myself, at least from Jerry Palmer anyway, with my lustful eyes, so he claims. But I wear contacts, I'll have him know. And now we've got Bro Newsom on the middle rope here, trying to measure his opponent. And Billy Buck's trying to make his way up. Oh, and he caught him looking. Able to connect in the midsection there. Bro Newsom, can he follow up? Again, he goes in for the pin attempt again.
Almost a variation of the fisherman's suplex. Not quite the small package that he's been using earlier on in the contest.
Well, for scoring this on points, you certainly got to be able to give it to the champion, Bro Newsom. I mean, every single time he's been able to really lay in the offense, and Billy Buck, his strategy's pretty much just been to catch the champion off guard and get the 1, 2, 3. He's come close many times with a 2 count, and now we're going to see the champion go in for a count of his own, only able to get a 2 count. Bro Newsom, I think, looks a little desperate to me almost, Brett Wolverton. He keeps looking over at the timekeeper, and I think he's kind of surprised he hasn't put Billy Buck away by now.
Well, he doesn't want to get, looks like a 2-minute warning from referee Brent Wiley. Bro Newsom's only got to go 2 more minutes. And I've heard from our heavyweight champion, Sean Dembers, nobody can go do more in 2 minutes than Bro Newsom.
Well, I'm sure that's hoping what Miss Rachael's going to hope on if for some reason the senior official and her should go out later on this evening. And now I tell you, we got Billy Buck on the outside here. I mean, great opportunity to follow up with some offense, but you got to be able to get in the ring. Not only do you got the 2-minute warning, but you've got D. Byers administering the 10 count, and we don't want to get to the 10 count if you're the challenger. Caught him right there. Is he going to try and flip him over?
Maybe a slingshot.
Or a Boston Crab, maybe. I guess we'll see. Oh, indeed, the slingshot. Face first goes Bro Newsom. I don't know if he's caught a little steal on that or if it was the top turnbuckle, but either way. Now Bro Newsom's going to roll up as well. He's got some of the tights, but still only able to get a 2 count. And Bro Newsom's on desperate street right now.
While Billy Buck has got less than a minute to win the championship. German suplex.
Oh, with the bridge as well, too. Beautiful. He connected. He couldn't have done it more perfectly, but still only able to get a 2 count. You have to wonder if earlier in the contest...
They're getting down to the wire. 30 seconds, says referee Brent Wiley.
And all Bro Newsom has to do is to hold on. And wait a second, it looks Billy Buck knows he's got only seconds. He's winding up that Buck Wild. Wasting valuable time here, valuable time. You need to go over to your opponent. Here he goes. He's going for it, but wait, Bro Newsom slid on the outside here. And is he going to wind the clock down? Billy Buck's going for chase. I hear 7. 5, I don't know if there's going to be enough time. Wise point on the champion there. We're going to get the official
Ladies
word.
and gentlemen, the 10-minute time limit of this contest has expired. Therefore, Bro Newsom Newsom will retain the television championship. This match, a 10-minute time limit draw.
Well, I don't agree with the tactics, but you know, it was a strategy from Bro Newsom. Wait a second, our illustrious CEO.
You hold on a second. Billy Buck wants 5 more minutes. These fans came here to see a fight. He's got 5 more minutes.
Did you hear that?
He's got 5 minutes.
Well, talk about your trick or treat.
My company.
I don't know which one Miss Rachael is, but I know one thing. I think Bro Newsom just got the trick from the CEO. And who's gonna use the championship? The Buck Wild! The Buck Wild! He rolls him up. 1, 2, 3. He got him!
Ladies and gentlemen, here